One of the themes in 1 Peter and in 2 Peter is authority. Peter, for example, in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 13, says, "For the Lord's sake, accept the authority of every human institution, whether of the emperor as supreme or governors as sent by him to punish those who do wrong." And in verse 18, "Slaves, accept the authority of your masters with all deference." Peter says we should obey the authorities. Now, the authorities he was talking about was the Roman government. We know a lot about the Roman government, and from a modern perspective, we can only say it was enormously corrupt. They were arbitrary, they killed people on a whim, they stole money from the people that they should be stealing with. But Peter says you should obey the governor. Why obey a corrupt government? Well, it's easy. The answer is easy. In the time that they lived, a government like Rome, the government of Rome, that says there's a rule of law for everybody, was a better government than otherwise. Now, does this mean that we should never say, the government's wrong, we shouldn't agree with it on that? Well, Christians over time have had two things about government. First of all, they say we should obey laws and we should look after governments. But they've also said that as we consider the moral implications of how we should live our lives, we will influence governments to change. And one of the changes that came about was Christians were crucial in the abolition of slavery. So for Christians, yes, it's important to keep the law, important to obey the government, but also to influence society through the knowledge of God's grace and law.